Hey everybody, welcome to Millennial Star. My name is Joe Winchell. Quick thing, if you want to support the page, there's a couple ways you can do that. The first way is the easy way. You can like, share, and subscribe any videos that you see, any reels or any stuff like that. Please share stuff. We love it. Another way you can support is you can go to rockgut.shop and buy some of our super cool merchandise, which is all designed with my producer's art. It's really cool. We're going to have one new shirt at least coming out in the next month or so. So please check rockgut.shop. And check out some of the merch. And also, if you want to see some of my stand-up comedy, I'm going to be at Sticks and Stones Comedy Club for the rest of August. We got some shows coming up. Go to sticksandstonescomedy.com. We have some great people coming out. Sklar Brothers are going to be there actually this weekend coming up. And also Jordan Rock will be there the following week and everything. So it's going to be a great show. Please go to sticksandstonescomedy.com. Sticks and Stones Comedy Club. I almost said .com. sticksandstonescomedyclub.com. to check out the tickets and everything. My guest today is the very funny Sean Kerns.
Yo, you're so right. I'm hilarious.
And you're so funny.
No, yeah, no, that's why I'm on here.
Yeah,
that's why I'm on the podcast.
Yeah, you didn't hit me up weirdly on Instagram.
No. I didn't slide into your DMs and just randomly say yes for you to be like.
You didn't hit me up at 3 a.m. saying, you up?
No. I said, what are you wearing?
Yeah, you're like, describe it to me.
Yes. And then you left me on read.
I did. I left you on read for a while because I know, like, you can't play it desperate, you know?
I checked my DMs and I'm like, fuck, you read that and didn't reply. So
it's so nice to be someone's crush for once. This is nice.
Yes. Yes. No, listen, I saw this podcast. I didn't watch a whole episode, right? Although if you're watching now, you should watch the whole episode, right? Don't just turn it off.
Yeah, you should watch the
Don't do what I do.
Don't do what Sean does.
5 minutes. Right? But I'm like, you know what? This is a high quality production. These guys know what they're doing. I want to be on this podcast. I want to be on this podcast.
Yeah.
And what I did was I spoke it into existence. I slid into your DMs, and now I'm here. Now we're here. We're doing it.
Now you're here.
We are doing this.
Well, it's good to have you on, man.
Thank you.
I do think you're funny, for the record.
I'm all right.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to quit.
I didn't say you were amazing. I said I thought you were funny.
Right.
Yes.
But believe it or not, there are people that definitely do not think that I'm funny.
Yeah.
Right? Like my mom. And some other people that I won't name. But I think that's with everyone, right? I feel like there's... Who is out there that is universally loved as, like, they are...
From Long Island?
Just in general.
Like, because comedy is subjective.
It's subjective.
That's a very subjective art form and everything. And people always say, it's like, well, I didn't like that. I'm like, it's probably not your cup of tea.
Dude, people ask me, they'll be like... How's it going? And I like figure it out in real time. People just want like a yes or no or like good or bad.
Yeah, they don't want you to go down some.
They're just expecting you to say, "Oh yeah, good."
Yeah,
I hold them there.
Like casual conversation of being like, "How's your life going?"
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No. I go into fine detail. Yeah. I go, listen. I just did a show. I didn't love it. Like I was dehydrated, and it was a long drive, and I didn't do well, and like all this other stuff. And they're like, "Yeah, but you like doing it, right?" And I'm like. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just like trying to figure it out, I'm just going through the motions. No, but I do enjoy it. I think I like coming up with jokes. I like having something to say. You know what I'm saying? Like I try to point out, like when I try to write jokes, I try to point out like ironies and stuff like that. Like I try to like just be observational and things.
Yeah,
because things bother me, right?
Yeah.
So it's like,
that's what's funny to you, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like if something bothers me, like if I get invited to a wedding or a baby shower, I get all angry.
Why?
Because it's a scam. Why a scam? It's a scam. I can't this person's getting married Thanksgiving weekend in Florida, and they have the balls to invite me. Like I'm gonna go. That didn't actually happen.
What's the worst wedding you've ever been to?
No, they're fine.
You're fine?
No, they're fine.
I can tell you the worst wedding I've ever been to.
Yes,
tell me. A lot. I was, because you're kind of right. I feel like there's a certain age when your friends start getting married and you're like, oh, this is fun. Two people we're going to party, there's going to be an open bar. And then after 30, people start getting invited to late stage marriages. Yeah. And it's like, now it becomes a fucking hassle. Now, because a lot of your friends have moved away, and I had a friend that invited me to a wedding in North Carolina.
Okay.
It was in North Carolina. I think it was either North or South Carolina. And it was the worst weekend of my fucking life.
Did you drive there?
No, I took a plane to Georgia, met another friend, and we drove from there because it was like he lives 2 hours from wherever we were going.
Okay.
Because he's like, Savannah, Georgia's right on the border of wherever the fuck we were going. And it was 95 degrees all day. And we were in what we used to like a cotton mill, essentially, that looked like it got blown out during World War II. One of those decrepit buildings. It was 98 degrees, and like all of my friends were like standing there. And just like the sad, like, you know, when you're hot and you can't do anything about it and you just kind of stand there like this, you know, like when you're dehydrated on stage the other night.
Yes.
Like that was everybody there. And they've been telling me, it's like, you gotta move down here, man. Move down here. It's so much cheaper. It's blah, blah, blah. And I looked down and I'm like, move down here, huh? Move down here. And they're like, this is new for me. And I'm like, how is this new for you? How is this weather in the South, in the Southern Hemisphere, new for you? This probably happens all the time. But you stay in your fucking house. Right. No one ever tells me about the nightlife out there, but it was the worst wedding ever. Also, a friend of mine died, like right the day before the wedding. A comedian friend of mine, yeah. Rest in peace, fucking James Raniello. Yeah. That was, I found out about that. I literally got to the bed and breakfast and I got a phone call from somebody. And I was just like, well, this fucking sucks.
It's terrible.
It was just the worst weekend ever.
Here's the thing with weddings. It's like, I feel like they make it about themselves. You know what I mean? And it's like, they make it about themselves. It is so self-centered. I'm a guest. What are we doing for me? What are we doing for me? Dude, when you have a party, you worry about like the guests that are coming.
Yeah, that's true. That's absolutely true.
Can you imagine having a house party and then you go and you invite like your parents and then they come and make a speech? People are going there, they just want to have fun. They just want to have a good time. But you got the speech. And then you got
the fucking games that they play.
The fucking bridesmaid. What is she called? What is the person?
The maid of honor.
The maid of honor. And then she's got the microphone and she's crying because they were college roommates. And she helped him get through that breakup with Trevor while she had pneumonia. She made her chicken soup and she's tearing up. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, what is this? I don't even know who this person is.
I just wanted 2 rolls with my steak. What the hell's happening?
Dude, that was the thing. I went to a wedding, bro. Half the wedding was they were making speeches. I'm like, what?
Oh, I hate that. When they was like, all right, I understand best man, maid of honor. Okay, if you're going to do with the pageantry. But when everybody's like, now... the uncle of the bride is going to give a speech, and also 3 other people.
It's like the Republican National Convention, bro. Everyone's just going up there grabbing the microphone.
It's fucking ridiculous.
And then I get my food order wrong, and then I'm like, all right, why am I here? What's going on here?
Is it your cash grab? Yeah, it is.
Dude, it's just a cash grab. That's all it is. It's like, oh well, I got to get these flowers, and I got to get this venue. I got to do all these things because that person that I went to their wedding, and we did that, so I got to do that. And then I'm gonna front the cash, or my parents are gonna front that. But don't worry, we're gonna make it back and then some with these dumbass guests
because they're gonna give us all the money.
Yeah, they're gonna come with money orders.
That's the gift, right? Yeah, just envelopes full of money.
A bunch of idiots, just to sit somewhere for 4 hours.
You should stage a wedding just to get the money.
Oh, bro, dude, and then they have the balls to get a band.
Oh yeah. No, not even a band anymore. It's always a DJ.
No, I want a DJ.
You want a DJ?
I want to express myself physically on the dance floor, and I can't do it when someone's playing the fucking ukulele and someone's trying to cover an Usher song using the fucking drums and guitar.
God. I used to work at a catering hall called Giorgio's in Riverhead, and there was a band that would come through all the time, and they would do like Gwen Stefani covers, and it's like if you got to meet a celebrity, but you could only talk to them through that glass in a jail.
Right.
Like, it's not exactly what you want. It's never the same song.
Who the fuck plays an instrument? Who's playing instruments? We have Spotify. We got the turntables now. Everyone's DJing and shit. I want to like who's. Oh yeah, I'm gonna pick up the violin. I'm gonna start playing the violin. You know? So it's cool at weddings.
Tammy and George getting married. That's awesome. You guys are going to have a DJ? No, we got a band. It's actually a string quartet that's going to do Rage Against the Machine cover.
Yeah, exactly. They're playing fucking Sweet Caroline. You can't have a wedding. Yeah. You're not officially married.
Unless that fucking song
right. Unless someone's doing a Sweet Caroline cover to really seal the deal. You know what I'm saying?
The one that I always heard on the DJ would play was that Black Eyed Peas song, Let's Get It Started.
Oh, yeah.
Every time.
And it's really called Let's Get Retarded.
Yeah, I know it is.
You know? So now they're whitewashing art for the sake of the marriage.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So they have the wedding, right? But it's not just the wedding. And this is why it's like, maybe this is why I started to get back into stand-up. I keep getting invited to these weddings, right? Because we're at that age now where people...
Anybody ever ask you, like, you want to go up and do time, man?
Oh, yeah. You want to go tell a joke?
No, I'm here to drink.
Dude, if you're an accountant, I'm like, oh, yeah, you want to file with taxes? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, tell me a joke. I don't have, like, a joke.
No.
Like a one-liner. I just go up there and complain. I go up there and complain about weddings.
Yeah.
And baby showers. I just do these rants. They're not even, like, formulated. I never know. I always go over my time because I'm never, like, I'm just winging it. But yeah, so then there's the wedding, but there's the bridal shower, right? There's the engagement party, right? So then there's the bachelor party, the bachelorette party. And then it's like, okay, so what do we do? So that's like there's 5 parties.
Yeah, that's a lot of parties in a span of probably like 2 weeks.
To sign some paperwork. That's all you're doing. You're like, you know what? I love you so much. Let's make it legal. And since we're gonna get some paperwork involved, we're gonna sign something. Let's throw like 5 parties.
Let's throw 5 parties before we sign it.
We can't get married unless we rob our loved ones.
You know those
thousands of dollars.
Those friends that care about us a lot.
Yes. Let's see how inconvenienced we can make them before we get all dressed up and listen to Sweet Caroline. But then they have the balls to like get pregnant, right? No. Dude, you want to have a baby? Go ahead. But why am I involved? Why am I involved? Because now all of a sudden men are getting invited to baby showers because they weren't getting enough gifts. That's really what it was.
Yeah, I've noticed that. There's a lot of men being invited to baby showers.
Yeah, because by the time you're a 33-year-old pregnant woman, you're down to like 5 friends, right? You had like 50 in high school. But you're like, I got 5 friends left. I got like 6 cousins. What if they all brought their boyfriend? If they all brought their boyfriend, that's double the gifts. Now we're really stacking it up. You know what? This is going so well. I might have a second child. You know? But then they have a fucking baby shower. One baby shower. One. Here's the thing. No one's accomplishing anything. There's nothing getting accomplished. My cousin is a doctor. Dude, my cousin is a doctor. I texted her like, hey, super happy for you. That was it. These people get married. I gotta give them $500. And then they have a baby. So then I gotta go, what am I gonna do? Buy a book? Oh, and I love it. I love on the invitation. They're like, we just want you. Don't feel pressured to bring a gift.
No need to bring a gift.
Bring yourself. Well, then I'm not going. What am I going for? Just like, so I have this one friend. Actually, no, I can't even say it. I have a surprise for my one friend.
Okay.
Who's having a baby. I'm actually happy. I'm happy for them.
Yeah.
But like everyone else, it's like, all right, they're just a carbon footprint. What are we doing? We're just going to pretend like the environment's it's all good. It's all good. Like the environment, you know what I mean? Like, we're just going to keep having these kids. We're fine. We have all this food. We're not running out of it. We're not running out of oxygen and clean water, so it's fine. We're going to keep having these kids. Right? But like, here's the thing. What if I don't like this kid when they grow up?
Your kid?
No, like any kid.
Oh, like, okay.
We're going to shower them with gifts.
I've said that before. It's like, what if the kid sucks?
Right. Like when Jesus was born, he got all this gold and shit. And then, honestly, if you ask me, questionable character when he got older, to be quite honest.
Well, no one knows what happened between 20 and 30.
Right. And that's another person that just made it all about himself. He's like, I'm doing all of this for you. Like, bro, I didn't ask you to do that. And now I gotta.
So I turned water into wine. It's fine. I don't need wine.
Right.
Water. It's hot. We're in the desert, motherfucker.
He cured blindness.
A couple times, I think.
So not like he had good intentions, right?
Isn't that kind of virtue signaling at the end of the day?
Right. But then it's like, dude, if someone nailed me, could you imagine if like someone nailed me up to a cross right now and I'm just screaming out like I'm doing it all for you guys? They'd be like, what is he talking about? What is happening? Where are the police, by the way? What's going on? This guy's just getting nailed to wood. What did he do wrong? That's what you would think. You would be like, this guy did something wrong. He did something to deserve this. Right? Like no one just on a whim was like, let's go hang this guy up. Let's go nail him down. He was obviously annoying the shit out of people. He was annoying the Romans, right? I don't know enough about it. I don't know enough about it.
Listen, I haven't done any research.
I just know he had to have done something wrong. There's no accountability.
All I'm saying, he must be in jail for a reason. That's all
Exactly. See, this is what like adults don't like. There's no accountability. People think that like they turn 18. It's like I don't have to be held accountable anymore. You can't ground me. You know what I mean? And then adults just go around acting like all crazy. They do whatever they want, and there's no accountability.
Okay.
So Jesus was like, he was held accountable for something. I don't know what he did exactly, but he was being held accountable, and no one else is being held accountable these days.
This is the last episode you'll be on, Sean, but it's not.
I'm just saying.
Dude, in the span of 5 minutes, you were like, wedding son, here's my fucking problem with Jesus Christ.
No, I mean, yeah.
I love it.
No,
I love all of it.
No, I didn't know him personally. He seemed okay. He seemed all right. I don't know. He was in good shape.
He was in real good shape.
Yeah, he had a six-pack. I don't have a six-pack, so who am I? Who am I to say anything?
This guy had a six-pack.
You wouldn't even be able to get me up on one of those things.
I was going to say, yeah.
You would need a crane. They didn't have the technology back then.
Let's just hit him. Let's just nail him to the ground. This guy's fucking too much.
Right. I mean, they built the pyramids somehow, right?
People think it was aliens that did that.
Yeah, that's what the aliens did. They flew down, they built some blocks, and then dipped out, and then they just never saw them again. We're going to help these guys. These guys look like they're having a hard time.
Yeah.
So let's teach them the lever pulley system.
Yeah.
We're going to teach them how to build these blocks. And then once the pyramid's done, right, we're gonna head out, and then you're never gonna see us again.
Yeah, never.
Because that's the logical solution.
Well, that's what I always say. I'm like, why didn't they come back to build more shit?
No, right. It's only when things don't make sense, and like I don't have the brain power to like I can't wrap my head around this, so it's got to be God or the aliens, and that's it.
That's the only two.
I'm not gonna get into the science of it or the math of it or like know enough about it. It was the aliens. That was it. Yeah, it was just the aliens. They came down for whatever reason.
The ancient aliens came down.
Right. Not like we had to figure out the iPod and the iPad and shit like that ourselves. These guys couldn't build blocks on their own. So the aliens were like, let's go help
up there like, look at these fucking morons trying to figure shit out.
Yeah, they're like, we're not going back down there.
They're morons.
Yeah, because now everyone has like hepatitis or they're stupid. And they just have, even if they came down and tried teaching us how to build blocks again, we wouldn't be able to figure it out. We wouldn't be able to do it.
I think that, Will Macro's on here, and we determined that we think aliens are coming here because they don't have drugs on the planet they're coming from.
Yeah, maybe. Or water.
Yeah.
Isn't that usually what it is, like in the movies?
They're always trying to get the natural resources. I think that's literally the plot of Independence Day. Like, Bill Pullman has that like monologue right after the alien tries to kill him.
Yeah. No, they have the power to just vaporize, but they're like, let's park down here for a few weeks.
Let's see how we like it.
And then blow up the whole world while we're down here.
That's true. They do fly in that movie and they stay around for like a couple hours.
Yeah, they want attention.
Yeah.
They want, even the aliens, these advanced aliens, they're just looking for attention. So they come flying down, and then we're like, oh my God, what is that? And then we're like, oh, shoot at it, shoot at it. And then we shoot at it, nothing happens because they have like a force field.
Yeah.
And then they blow shit up. That they never come down. The aliens never come down and say, "Hey, let's be friends. Let's hang out."
Was that E.T.? Wasn't that? No, E.T. did that. E.T. was like, "Let's be friends."
I think did he get lost?
No, he did. You're right. He ended up on Earth. Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, where am I?
I'm not here on purpose.
Right. I'm gonna hang out in like this 8-year-old's closet
for a little while.
I'm gonna hang out with Drew Barrymore.
I'm gonna drink all your Coca-Cola and eat all your food when you're away.
You're right. Honestly, I don't even know if I've seen that entire movie.
You've never seen E.T. all the way through?
I don't remember.
It's not my favorite.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough about it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
No one ever says. You never hear anyone say, "I don't know enough about it."
No, everybody knows everything about anything.
Everyone's got to know. You can't be seen as not knowing about E.T., right?
It's fine. It's a good movie.
No, so you know Steven Spielberg was in it, or he directed it.
He was in it.
So then you go into this whole diatribe about like the filmography of Steven Spielberg, because God forbid you can't admit that you haven't seen E.T. all the way through. You know, and that's what people do now. They're just winging it, and then we have all the information we need in the palm of our hands.
Yeah, at all times.
Right. So instead of just like, hold on, I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick and then go Google ET and then come back and talk about it, you just wing it right on the spot. You're like, oh yeah, you know? And that's what everyone does now these days. They just talk about shit that they have no idea like what it's about.
Yeah.
And that's why I wanted to come on this podcast. So because we need to talk about what is going on. You know? Like what's the deal? What is happening
With everything?
just in general, you know?
I think you hit the nail on the head. People talk about stuff they don't know about.
Right, exactly, because that's how
But they don't want to see as like not knowing anything because they have inferiority complex.
No, exactly. See, this is how we move forward as a society. I think instead of like learning about what's going on or like doing any, we just need to talk about what is going on, what is happening, what's the deal, you know? And then you go to the bodega and you get a muffin, and the guy goes, it's $2.50, and you go, hey man, what is going on in the world? What's the deal? What is happening? And he goes, you know what? I haven't thought about that in a while. You know what? You're right. I'm going to start thinking about what's going on, and we'll talk about it. And then the next person that comes, and they just want to get a Gatorade. They don't want to have conversation. The bodega guy goes, hey, man, what's the deal? What's going on? And the guy's like, I just want this Gatorade. No, hold on. Let's talk about it. Let's talk it through. Oh, you can get your Gatorade in a minute. Oh, by the way, you know there's red dye 40 in there. This banned in Sweden. Do you really want to? What is going on? You know what I mean? The guy's like, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll get an Aquafina instead. You're right. And see, that's how we start to heal as a society, is just by talking about what is going on.
Yeah.
What's the situation? What is the deal? And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here.
I'm here. What's the deal?
What's going on?
Is there anything specific or just everything?
No. It's just like, what is happening? You know? Just like in general, what's going on? You know?
We changed the name of this podcast to What's Going On with Sean Kerns.
What is the situation?
Bro, what is going on?
Dude, who knows, right? It's because no one's talking about it, man. We gotta talk about it.
Communication is not society's strong point either.
No, right, that's what I'm saying.
Nobody, like you said before, you're like, everybody would rather pretend like they know everything.
Right, instead of just talking about what is going on.
Not knowing stuff part of the human experience and learning shit?
Yes, and that's where the accountability comes in, right?
Yeah,
so it's like, I don't know enough about ET. I know the phone home thing, but I don't know more about it. So instead of trying to act like I know more about it, how about I engage in conversation? Like, hey, what was the plot line? Where was the conflict?
Yeah.
How does it end? Do you recommend it?
Yeah.
What did it get on Rotten Tomatoes?
Yeah.
You know, you get all the necessary information. This way, when you have an additional conversation about ET, maybe at a wedding, maybe at a baby shower, you're talking about ET, you now know more about it because you asked about it instead of trying to like, oh yeah, man, like, oh, dude, the aliens, dude, the pyramids, and like all this other shit. You just go off like on these tangents.
Like right now?
Instead of sticking to the point of like what was the log line of ET. You know? It's like, did you enjoy it? You know, like would you watch it again?
Just telling somebody, it's like, oh, you haven't fucking seen it, blah, 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 blah.
Right. Do you recommend them making a sequel?
Yeah.
You know?
That's a fair assessment.
If you were to make a sequel, what would it be about?
To ET?
Or would it be a prequel? Like,
they had a sequel they were going to do to ET.
Of course they did. Because every time they were like, oh, we didn't make $2 billion this year. Let's remake Top Gun. Let's just do it again.
Yeah,
Billy Madison did pretty well at the box. Let's make a second one.
Happy Gilmore, they're doing a sequel too.
I heard about that.
A Happy Gilmore sequel.
Because God forbid you just have a classic. God forbid you just have something that like people enjoy. It happened. We moved past it.
Yeah.
No, but they do like the analytics and they're like, oh, what can make the most money?
But you're probably preying on people's nostalgia too, instead of like trying to make something new with film or even anything really, not just with movies, but like.
Yeah, but also we need to stop giving Adam Sandler money. That's the problem.
You're against Adam Sandler?
We need to stop giving him money because he's just doing like, hey, listen, we're going to give you this amount of money. You do whatever you want. He signed that big Netflix deal a few years back. Yeah, and then look what happened. It's like the worst thing that's happened. Listen, some bad things have happened. Some bad things have happened in the past couple of years. Him getting that Netflix deal, probably the worst. I know people like pass. People die, people get sick. But Adam Sandler making Netflix movies is hands down the worst thing to ever happen. I mean, I haven't watched any of them. I don't know enough about it. But I've
only ever seen the trailers for them. I never...
That, you know, sometimes that's enough. You know?
Yeah, it's kind of... Honestly, I'm at that point in my life where if I see a trailer, I'm like, I'm not going to go see that.
No. But then he does Uncut Gems.
It's a good movie.
Granted, he didn't, like, write it or direct it, but, like, he put in effort.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, effort. When you give someone money before they have to do anything, where's the effort?
No, because they got the money doing nothing. Or
That's absolutely
being effortless, essentially like that. Because you got that deal out of Saturday Night Live, and you're just fucking around with your friends.
Yeah, the guy was
God bless Adam Sandler for those movies, for the record. But you're right.
Of course, and here's some food for thought. If Billy Madison came out today, it wouldn't get the same.
No,
it had to have happened when it happened.
Yeah,
how it happened. Right, exactly. So it's like if you made it today, people would be like, what is this? This guy, is he okay? What's going on? He's just making a bunch of noises.
What's this weird voice he's doing all the time?
Chasing a penguin around?
What's happening?
Wait, he's going to... No. If you did this today, everyone would be like, oh, he's a pedophile. He's just he's acting stupid so we can go back to kindergarten so he can hang out with a bunch of kids. Because you can't... That's what you would do now these days. Everyone's a pedophile. And that's what would happen. That's what would...
Everyone's a pedophile and that's what would happen.
Well, everyone's a pedophile today. No. Not everyone is a pedophile. Like, I'm not a pedophile. But everyone's perceived as a pedophile. Like, have you ever babysat?
Actually, no.
You're exactly.
Right. No, wait. One time I did.
What happened that you didn't do it again?
The kid's mother and my ex-girlfriend stayed out too late when they said they're going to be back at noon and at midnight, and I had to stay there all night.
Okay.
That sucked.
Oh, so that wasn't on you.
Yeah, that wasn't on me. I was just like, I thought I was fucking leaving at midnight.
Right.
Yeah.
But if I go up to, let's say I see a single mom, she's struggling. I'm at Dave & Buster's. She's got.
I see her and I go, this lady looks like she's going through something.
She's going through a lot. And I go over there and I offer my babysitting services to this woman, looking the way I do. You think she's gonna be like, oh my God, that is so nice.
How desperate does this woman look?
I don't think it would matter.
Okay. All right.
No, what I'm saying is, like, if I went up there and I'm like, hey, I would like to spend the night with your kids while you go out. You go out and have fun. You treat yourself, right?
Yeah.
Maybe go to a Roy Rogers or a Chili's. You go out, have fun. Go on a date, maybe. I'm going to watch your kids for you. I want to watch all 5 of your kids.
Yeah.
You can trust me. She would say no, right? Because it's like, she would be like, all right, why does this guy want to hang out? Why would he want to hang out with kids? Meanwhile, my intentions are just to do something nice for this single mom.
But there's the stigma of the pedophilia.
It's the stigma of the pedophilia. And now you have all this content now where they got like these rappers. Did you see these videos of like these guys? They're like trapping these dudes.
Oh, the pedophile hunters?
Yeah, but you got like The Game and Lil Pump.
The Game is doing this?
So The Game walked into a bathroom and smashed a pie in this dude's face.
A pie?
Swear to God, I'm like, what am I watching right now?
Why is he putting revenge on people like Bugs Bunny?
Dude, he came in and just straight up assaulted the guy, which I guess is okay if they're a pedophile.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, the guy's a piece of shit, yeah.
When you're a pedophile, the laws are out the window. You can just assault them.
Yeah.
You can, not only can you assault them, you can put it on camera, put it out for the public to see, no repercussions whatsoever. Because the guy was trying to meet up with an 11-year-old.
Yeah.
So The Game walked into this bathroom, smashed a pie in this dude's face, and then he's just like, what's wrong with you, bro? You're sick. You need help. And this guy just covered it in like whipped cream. He goes, I know. And I'd be like, yo, I thought I was meeting with this 11-year-old. 2 seconds later, The Game is assaulting me with a baked good and giving me a pep talk.
How was your weekend, Sean? How was my weekend?
Right, talk about 180. You know? You're all horned up. You're like, I'm going to meet up with this kid. It's going to be great. We're in the bathroom stall. I'm ready. I took horny goat weed. I'm good to go. And then fucking The Game just assaults you 2 seconds later. You'd be like, I vape DMT, right? You'd be like, I must have vaped DMT. When is this gonna wear off? When is The Game gonna exit this bathroom? This can't be real.
Oh my God. I have no idea. I didn't know rappers were getting in on the was it Chris Hansen that does the Catch a Predator thing?
And he did it in a civil manner.
Did he?
Yeah, he was like, take a seat.
That dude was
What's
like, I want the full force of the police department. My favorite is when they had the guys in the ghillie suits outside.
Oh, yeah. No. I loved when they were like, "Do you mind if I brought this food? Can I eat it?" And they would bring like 3 McChickens.
There was a guy, I remember watching it one time, there was a guy that had like a pizza, and then he was just like, started like eating the pizza.
Yeah, and the guy was like, "Hey man, I've done my research. This isn't illegal." And Chris Hansen's like, "Oh really?" He's like, "Yeah man, I know enough about it. This isn't illegal. I just want to be their friend. I'm just looking for companionship. You know? I'm sick of playing Connect 4 by myself. So I drove 3 hours to meet up with this 12-year-old girl so that we could eat pizza and play Connect 4. It's not illegal." And Chris Hansen's like, It's definitely
illegal, sir.
And he's like, "Who are you, man?" And Chris Hansen's like, "Don't worry about who I am. You're the dad?" He's like, "No." He's like, "Are you police?" And he's like, "No." And then he's like, "Who are you then? I can't." Because God forbid, he's like, "I know enough about it." I looked up the laws, but I didn't look up this nationally televised show that catches pedophiles for doing the exact same thing I'm doing right in this moment, right? They like look up like the codes. They're like, "Oh yeah, law C 1.3 says I can go meet up with this 12-year-old with pizza," right? But then like they don't watch the show. They're too busy reading the law books to like turn on cable TV and see, "Oh no, I can't do this actually." Because Chris Hansen just caught this other guy. Yeah. This guy just ran out of the garage and got tackled by like six
white guys, yeah.
But he's too busy reading. He's at the library reading books, telling him, he's just reading in his own words. Like, "No, I can do that actually. I can meet up with this kid. I can do that." That guy, I saw that one. That guy brought a contract, a marriage contract.
He had a marriage contract? Yeah.
So this guy hired a lawyer, or maybe probably a paralegal, and had to draw up like this marriage contract so that he's gonna like have this 12-year-old sign this paperwork. Because like that's romantic. You bring the pizza, you bring the paperwork, and then you get it on. You know?
They had that that like was a plot line in a Transformers movie once. There was like a younger girl dating an older guy, and he carried around with him this thing called the Romeo and Juliet clause.
Really?
Yeah, and that was like a plot point in the movie, and he's like has it in his wallet to show Mark Wahlberg, who's the fucking the dad of the kid, and then they have to stop Megatron.
Mark Wahlberg's like, "Fuck this up on this paper."
Yeah, that's essentially what they're fucking.
Mark Wahlberg's like, "I don't know enough about this, so if you're trying to get with my kid and you've got paperwork that shows you can, I'm not gonna disagree. What can I do? You know, what can you do?"
I hate to say it, but we have to end on that note. Sean, thanks for coming on and having such an enlightening conversation about the law.
Absolutely.
We're sending this tape to Chris Hansen. I just want you to know that. You have anything you want to plug, man?
Yes.
Okay. What shows you want to plug?
Okay, I'm doing this roast. Red Zone.
Yeah, Red Zone Bar and Grill.
Bar and Grill in West
Babylon, yeah.
It's going to be Saturday night. It's going to be outrageous. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be fun. It's going to be funny. And I'm excited. And then I'm doing some other shows. I think I'm doing Terry McNeely's show. Are you on that?
Which one?
August 29th?
No, I'm not.
In the Giggle Room.
If I'm not doing anything, I'll drop down.
Yes. And then I'm also doing the Giggle Room again, September 6th. And then, I should probably get some more shows. I should probably get on stage more.
Yeah, plug your Instagram.
Instagram is Sean, SEANKR. It's SEANKRNS. SEANKRNS. Follow me on Instagram. I can't promise I'll follow you back because I'm pretty concerned about the ratio.
Yeah.
But if I like you, maybe I will.
All right.
And tell your friends about it too. Tell them to follow me on Instagram.
Follow Sean Kerns on Instagram.
Yes.
He's easy to find and he knows a lot about the law.
Yes.
Guys, thanks for coming and hanging out with us tonight. Real quick, you may notice we're in a different venue tonight. I'd like to big shout out to Katie's of Smithtown, who I don't know if they're going to want their name on this after what Sean just said, but I really appreciate you guys helping us out, giving us a spot to record. Thank you so much for appealing to my little stupid dream. Thank you guys. Like, share, and subscribe. Share the videos. Check out rockout.shop. Go see Sean live. I just dropped my phone. Good night, everybody.
Good night.